I wanted to share something with you today. Since my husband and I got married, every year on our anniversary, we, from the beginning, have made it a tradition to go on a cruise to celebrate our anniversary. So it was kind of hard for me to continue to do that each year after I gave my life to Christ, but the Lord took him a couple years to work and mold me, but had since shown me that it can be utilized to help people, reach people that are in the darkness, and also to shine and be an example to them. So we went on a cruise. That's part of the reason why I haven't been on here on YouTube lately. But my husband and I went on a cruise for our anniversary, and my husband wanted to go see a comedian show, which I wasn't real thrilled about because it was an adult comedian show, and I was praying to the Lord, and I was like, okay, Lord, if it's your will, please, get me out of going to this, and if not, then it's your will that you want me to be there. So we end up going, and to make a long story short, the comedian that was on the ship the week that we were there, his name is Tommy Blaze. Turns out that Tommy Blaze knows Jesus Christ. And his whole comedy act from day one all the way through to the end is a story. It's a continuance. And the amazing thing is it is a continuance of the Bible. He started off with his very first show with speaking about the gospel. It started in the garden with Adam and Eve, and how, God said it was not good for Adam to be alone, and he created Eve, but he made it funny, and he made it funny in a way where people were interested in hearing the story, but it wasn't vulgar, it wasn't nasty or anything like you would have expected. And people were eating it up, and it was just amazing. My husband was completely into this guy's skit. So when it was all said and done, the comedian told everybody that he had put together a comic strip about a little boy named Spencer, and this is Spencer here. And Spencer has a relationship with his best friend, and the whole story is about his relationship with his best friend and the things that they do together, and lessons that he learns and things. But the amazing part is the best friend of Spencer is God. And so this man was telling the gospel and teaching people that were coming for one thing, and he was teaching them something else, and they were just eating it up. This man's shows were packed, and he was telling the gospel of Jesus Christ. It was awesome. So anyways, this gentleman basically was telling everybody that he had these books for sale, and I don't know if any of you have been on a cruise, but usually you don't carry cash on the cruise for anything. But he was selling these books afterwards, and it just so happened that my husband happened to have cash on him, and he gave me money out of his pocket, and he said, "I think you should go buy one of those books." It's really, I was shocked. But of course I did. I jumped at it. I went and bought the book, and I brought it home, and I've seen my husband kind of reading over my shoulder a little bit, but while I was reading one day, the Lord said, well, why don't you go ahead and share some of these things in here? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull out some comics here, and I'm going to put them up on my channel, and feel free to use them in any way you want. Bible studies, put them up on your church bulletin boards, whatever you want to do. This is all God through the eyes of a child, and that's what we're supposed to be, is childlike. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And this gentleman does have a website too, and it's KOHD.org. And I believe also his story and his acts are out on Netflix. Tommy Blaze, his acts are out on Netflix, and he makes it very clear that Jesus Christ saved his marriage. And so he gives all the glory to Jesus. So if you guys have a chance, look him up, because he's got some great teaching tools, and even people that don't know Jesus will get a glimpse of who he is and be drawn into